the fact that you hide your private speech because you're saying, viscerally racist things behind the scenes and you're just hiding that publicly. That's, that's the type of thing that these scandals are sort of designed to unearth, right? And it might be a good use of those scandals. There's a different category that gets applied a lot, where people say things that, we keep coming back to this one Bachelor story because it's perhaps the clearest example. But like, this guy basically came out and said, hey, this 18-year-old that was at a sorority and went to an antebellum party, maybe we should at least hear what she has to say and give her a little grace and see what was going on in her mind.
How dare you?
And how dare you? Now, since then, she has come out and said, I know, he shouldn't defend me. I was terrible. I was a terrible human being. He came out and said, I didn't realize how terrible of a human being I was. He got fired, was suspended first, now basically fired. And now she wound up winning. Did you know this? Winning The Bachelor?
No.
The girl who
the girl who went to the antebellum party?
She actually won The Bachelor. They had the nice thing. Everything was working out fine. Now The Bachelor learned about her racist past, quote unquote, and now broke it off with her because of that. Because she went to an antebellum party as a sorority girl.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, it is completely
so
ridiculous. There is no reason to believe any of the people associated with the story are racists. And I think everybody on earth knows it.
No, except for the person who wore the dress. Right, the antebellum dress.
No.
I mean, clearly she's racist.
No,
it was a dress that Southerners wore. So,
well, here's the thing, Pat. The best Halloween costume I ever had in my entire life, when I was a little kid, I was a 3-headed skeleton. And I think that doesn't sound like a great costume at all. No. It was my head in the middle and 2 inflatable heads on the side. And every house we went to said, "Oh, 3-headed skeleton. I guess you get 3 pieces of candy then, huh?" And it happened over and over and over again. It was incredible. The greatest night of my life. I did not, however, take up the opinions of other 3-headed skeletons after wearing the costume. I don't know what their opinions might be, but I was not influenced by the costume I was wearing. I did not become that person. I did not advocate for everything 3-headed skeletons have done in the past. I did not take on the personality of a 3-headed skeleton.
Then why did you appropriate their culture? Right? Why did you do that?
Because that's not how costumes work. When you dress up as Captain Kirk, you don't become Captain Kirk. When you dress up as Freddy Krueger, you don't become an actual murderer. You're dressing up, representing, think of all the costumes that this would apply to if you dress up as, is Burger King taking on all of the personality and opinions of past kings who are executing their constituents? I don't think so. It seems like a guy trying to sell burgers. It's not the way costumes work. Costumes don't make you the people you're dressing as. I really need to explain this?
I'm glad America has this opportunity to hear the hatred that spews out of your mouth on such a regular basis. Wow.
I just feel like this should be obvious, and it's not.
So stupid.
Now, that's different than
what we're
talking about here. But it just seems like everything gets, blamed on this stuff right now. There's a story we were talking about briefly off the air from, I think it's Connecticut. And it's a woman who went into a bank and wanted to get her money. The money that she had deposited a check, the check had cleared. And the teller, this is the quote, it says, she hands me my license and says, "I don't feel comfortable giving you the money." So I get confused and I said, "You don't feel comfortable?" She said, "Well, you just deposited the check yesterday." And she said, "Well, the check is cleared." And she said, "Oh, yeah, it cleared. The money is available. I just don't feel comfortable giving it to you."
Now, what? Is the person trying to get the money a minority?
And that's the story, Pat. Yes. The person who wanted to get the money was black.
So she wasn't comfortable because
she's black.
A minority can't handle their own money.
Now, my guess
is that it?
Right, that's the accusation.
I can't give you your money because you're black.
Now, look, I don't know the exact story. So, of course, you leave these things open because we want to have results of whatever investigation might occur.
Do they admit that the teller said, "I'm not comfortable giving you your money"?
She said they say they can't comment on why because of security reasons.
But she did say it.
They don't confirm it. They say they're investigating it. But again,
that's bizarre.
Are there any other black customers at the bank? Right? Like, you know, I guess you could prove this pretty easily, right? Are they giving other black customers their money? Right? That would kind of indicate maybe that it's not about the color of the skin. I have to imagine, you know, Connecticut's not exactly, a haven for the KKK. I don't know exactly if I would, I just don't even understand how a policy like that could exist in 2021, right? What do you mean? You're not going to give black people the money out of their own accounts? I just can't be the explanation for this. But it just immediately we jump down these roads every single time.
Right.
If it can be, if we can take the worst accusation, the most divisive thing to say about someone and apply it to them, we just do. Whether there's evidence of it or not. There is no evidence this guy, Chris Harrison from The Bachelor, has any racist attitudes whatsoever. He didn't even advocate for the party. He didn't even defend her. He didn't even say, hey, of course you should be able to go to a stupid dress-up party. All he said was, we should give her some grace and we should at least hear what she has to say first. And for that,
was
he
too
loses
much
a
and he's fired.
multi-million-dollar job.
Apparently, yeah.
Incredible.